Hey Flamigos, it's your girl Black Flamigo, and I'm back again with my 30 days of yoga. So you already know it's time to meet me on your mat. If you're not ready, hit pause and join me when you're ready. All right, we're starting with some seated or some cat and cows. Of course, you know what to do here. So at your own pace, taking a few rounds of cat and cow. And then we're gonna meet in low lunge and add a twist. So it doesn't matter which foot you start with. Just lift the same hand as the foot in front. We're gonna twist the chest into thigh. And then we're gonna drop down into a deeper lunge. So option to stay in that twist or option to bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Now we're gonna push back for a moment in that extended runner's lunge. Okay, hands to block if you like. We're gonna go ahead and slide the knee through the hand for Pigeon Pose. Now remember you have the option to keep that back leg bent or extend it, and then you're gonna settle down maybe onto the forearms or a little bit deeper, letting the upper body fold. Now walking the hands back to frame the knee, your option is to bend the back leg. Now if you have a strap, you can reach here, wrapping the strap around the top of the foot and connecting it to whichever hand feels the most comfortable. I have my opposite hand reaching back for foot. Now your option is to grab the top of the toe and keep the elbow pointing down. But if it's in your practice to flip the grip, go ahead and flip the grip here. Now remember, this is just like kind of like a goal, maybe like something to keep you excited along your practice. You have something to look forward to if you're not quite there yet. Now another option we have is for mermaid, maybe a variation of mermaid. Option to wrap the strap in or towel, whatever you have. Even if you can't wrap both arms, just try to wrap the top of the foot into elbow crease. And you, of course, have the option to just reach the hand to top of foot and then lower upper body. Releasing when you're ready, bringing both hands to frame the knee and sliding the knee back, releasing that leg and stepping that foot, same foot to the outside of the hand. Now we're gonna open up for a deeper lunge, option to roll to the pinky toe edge. For a moment in lizard, option to drop deeper into the forearms or release and find that runner's lunge. Just take your own pace, of course. Taking a moment to breathe into those hamstrings before you switch sides. Now we're gonna start again in that low lunge position, this time on the opposite side, building and stacking the shoulders over the hips. Big breath as you reach up, maybe dropping the same hand behind as you reach down the leg. And breathe into that hip flexor. Now option to extend for runner's lunge. So a little different start on this side, but we're still gonna roll through those main poses, which is the low lunge, the pigeon, which is what we're doing now. Sliding the knee through the hands, back leg can release or stay bent, up to you. Either way, we're gonna breathe in and lower the upper body over that bottom knee to encourage some more flexibility into that quad. Really, it's the back of the leg working here and that front leg where the knee is bent. And then that back leg, we're working the hip flexor. I'm bending the back knee, reaching around with the opposite hand to foot. Can keep the elbow down or go ahead and flip the grip. Now remember, this is just to encourage you guys that, you know, there's more ways to grow in that pose. So even if you're not ready to quite get into that, you can start somewhere here, like in mermaid variation, or maybe using your strap to help you connect all the points. We're looking to put that elbow crease inside of, or the top of the foot inside of the elbow crease. So next time, just working a little deeper, maybe leaving my hand on top of foot and letting the upper body go nice and long. Option to release, of course, as you're ready. I'm gonna slide the knee back. Release the leg for a moment and then step the foot again to the outside of the hand. Same foot, we're working the same side here. Just going into lizard, so rolling onto the pinky toe edge, press the knee out. Upper body comes down, maybe you drop the forearms. Or maybe you stay stacked and twist chest into thigh. Either way, release when you're ready. And find that runner's lunge to breathe into those hamstrings. Now option to release at your own pace and drop down into a seated twist. Whichever side suits you best, just wrapping one leg on top of the other and taking a twist, twisting opposite arm into the top knee. So If the left knee is on top, right arm twist in, and vice versa. Make sure you switch sides. Now, you guys have a moment just to kind of relax. Let your hair hang for a moment. Moving into our first split attempt for the day. We're gonna do splits a couple times on both sides. So feel free to grab your yoga strap or maybe a towel, something to help you reach back for the foot. So we're gonna attempt split, and then we're also gonna add a little bit of like extra stretch and flexing in the back leg. So that's why we have the option for the strap. Now, starting in low lunge on whatever side you would like to start with, and then press the high lunge, so rolling onto the tops of the ball of the back foot, and then go ahead and take a big breath. We're gonna release this and push to our runner's lunge, sinking hips back, extending the leg as straight as possible. And then we're gonna start to push the heel forward and work those hips down closer to the ground. So maybe you have your hands to blocks, maybe you're not all the way in full split. Take whatever option you like. And then start to reach for the back foot with the opposite hand, or whichever hand is more comfortable if you can't do that one. And then option to add the strap in. Now, if it's in your practice to flip the grip, go ahead and flip the grip. If it's not in your practice, don't worry. I have a tutorial coming up soon about how to flip the grip. So go ahead and release that. We're going to switch to opposite side now, okay? So don't worry if you weren't able to get into your split yet. We're going to do it on the opposite side. So half split or full split is your option, okay? Don't worry about it if you can't fully get into it. Use those blocks. Use your safety touchdowns or your safety points. Basically, stay safe in your practice. I'm doing another flip the grip attempt on the other side. So if it's in your practice to flip the grip, if not, don't worry about it. This is a pose that takes time to get into. So if you're not familiar with it, I will be explaining it in another video, okay? So don't worry. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up or just leave me a comment if you'd like for me to make a video about it. Now, moving on, we're going to actually go into another pose that I find more doable. I really love to do both of these poses. This is Mermaid Pose. So reaching back with the same hand to foot, you're hooking that foot into elbow crease. And if you didn't catch it, I'm going to do it again on the other side. Feel free to take this video back and try it again. Or maybe you're a watcher, you need to watch first and then try later. I'm kind of like that too. So again, look, I'm reaching back with the same hand, hooking foot into elbow crease. And I have to kind of take my time. Even if you fall out of it, that's okay, right? So hooking foot into elbow crease. And then option to use your strap if you can't quite get there. Then if you can lift that top arm and connect and clasp the hands, that's awesome too, right? But if not, totally okay. We're just like finding little ways where we can improve and search for growth, okay? So I'm releasing that, and then I'm gonna roll onto my back and get ready for the cool down. You guys have the option to take that a few more times. Maybe you didn't quite get it the first time. Maybe you need to watch it again. Totally okay. Go ahead and catch up when you're ready. We're gonna get into supine twist, lifting these up, and then crossing one leg over the other. Sit the hips off to one side and let the knees fall all the way down. So this is going to be a nice spinal twist here. Turning head away from the legs. Those arms are nice and anchored out in a T shape so that the shoulder blades can anchor down below us. We're gonna sit the knees back to the sky, reset, and do the same thing on opposite side, crossing the leg, sitting the hips off, and letting the knees drop to one side. Turning the head away from the legs. I love supine twist because it makes you feel like super duper yummy and like super like relaxed after a lot of twisting or inversions or like anything that made my like back feel tight, which I kind of feel a little tight. Now I'm coming into a seated or a supine hip opener, crossing my legs into a figure 4 shape and then reaching hands through, grabbing the back of the knee or thigh, hugging it into chest. And then switching sides, opposite leg crossing, figure 4 with the legs, hugging those thighs in. This is so nice to like unwind. So I hope you guys feel really peaceful in this. I didn't have a lot of time. Well, I kind of wanted to keep this video brief, so you guys feel free to do any like final warm-ups or cool downs that you might need. I also wanted to add a little split stretch here as well for the hamstrings. So grabbing hand to the back of the leg, or maybe top of foot or back of ankle or thigh, and then bringing that leg as close to the chest as you can while keeping opposite leg anchored down. This is like a little supine hamstring stretch, so when you're ready you can switch sides. Opposite hand coming to the back of the leg, same hand on top of the foot maybe, or to your strap. Don't forget you can use your props here. Go ahead and hug that leg in close and release when you're ready. Just taking a few moments to extend gratitude to yourself. Maybe taking a few moments to just thank yourself for showing up, or take any final stretches, any movements, any breaths. And give yourself a big thank you for showing up today, because it's not always easy to do that. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I hope you guys enjoyed today's practice. I will see you guys in the next video of my 30 days of yoga. Peace and blessings.